Kol Halo, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Rachachodash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Spirit's on me, so let's get right to it. We're just going to go into the topic of prayer, because I was just in a situation where prayer literally saved my life. The Wadi Halbashumashai. Just a little background information. I was being attacked in my mind. And if you don't combat the demons, then you may start to dwell on these thoughts, and that can really lower your vibration, and you're not able to worship Yahweh Shem Yashai to the best of your ability. All right, so thankfully you have brothers out there that are part of GMS and not part of GMS that have prayers out there. And yes, you have prayers that some are in English, but you have many that are in the Holy Tongue, the Lashwan Kodash. And you just say one of those prayers and you feel instantly better. You continuously say it, and it can get you over a lot of humps in life, especially being in Babylon the Great. Demons are constantly coming at us. So without further ado, this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8. I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands, without wrath and doubting, focused completely on how to serve Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Because by praying to Yahweh Shai will take our prayers and present them in front of Yahweh Shem Yashai. And if we be of the elect, our prayers will be heard and answered at Yahweh Shem Yashai's earliest convenience and in his way. This is James chapter 5, verse 16. Confess your faults one to another and pray for one another. Salakia, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. And that goes into being brotherly, praying for your brother. And who's your brother? Roughly paraphrasing, as Yahweh Shai said, those that do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, feeding the sheep in truth and sincerity to the best of your ability. The effectual, fervent prayer. All right, so having heat, having passion, getting straight to the point. And the only way to do that is to speak ultimately in the Lashwan Kodash. All right, the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man, so of an elect man, availeth much. All right, this is Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Yerushalayim, or Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees, and we know that that's situated in the east. He kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his power, which is Yahweh Shem Yashai, our power as well, as he did aforetime. That's very powerful. Prayer will get you over so many things in your life that nothing else can get you through. All right, you can have all the money in the world, prayer trumps that. It just said the effectual fervent prayer. Let's read it again. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. All right, so this is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 17. Pray without ceasing. All right, demons are going to constantly come. So why wouldn't we constantly combat them? Are we not a warrior type people? A warrior nation? Is our power not a power of war? We got to combat this. This is Psalm chapter 55, verse 17. evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. Who's the he? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that lines up with what Daniel was doing 3 times a day towards the east. And these men were able to accomplish feats that we can't even comprehend. This is 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 48. And so return unto thee with all their heart and with all their soul, and in the land of their enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto thee toward their land, which is the east, Jerusalem, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. All right, let's keep reading. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people that have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions, wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before them who carried them captive, that they may have compassion on them. For they be thy people and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt, from the midst of the furnace of iron, that thine eyes may be opened unto the supplication of thy servant, and unto the supplication of thy people Israel, to hearken unto them in all that they call for unto thee. For thou didst separate them from among all the people of the earth, to be thine inheritance, as thou speakest by the hand of Moses thy servant, when thou broughtest our fathers out of Egypt. O Yahweh Bashmishai, power. And it was so that when Solomon had made an end of praying all this prayer and supplication unto the Lord Yahweh Bashmishai, he arose from before the altar of the Lord Yahweh Shai, from kneeling on his knees, with his hands spread up to heaven. Alright, and I'm going to end it off right there. I can't think of a better way to end it off than the words of King Solomon, which we know is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach in the reincarnation. Malak Shalom. Alright, so with that, I hope y'all were edified. Shalom.